So this is a beautiful fabric I chose to do their Easter dresses out of this year, and it was super easy to draft a pattern for my two girls because I just took two old dresses that they had, and then I cut out two large rectangles for their skirt, and then cut the rectangles again for the ruffles. You can decide how large you want your ruffles. I wanted them pretty big, so I did them pretty big. And there was so many ruffles to do, guys, that I did so many straight stitches and gathering, which was so time consuming, but obviously in the end it's so worth it. As you can see, here is the first panel for my oldest child, and then again I go back and I cut out a rectangle for the underlayer and do the same thing all over again. A rectangle for the skirt and a rectangle for the ruffles. Then I go in for the bodice, and I gotta make sure I have a seam allowance, so I cut it a little bit bigger than her bodice on her older dress. And here they are all cut out, and I will give them a good iron, and then I will sew the right sides of the lining to the right sides of the bodice outer layer. And this is my oldest child's skirt layer. It was so frustrating because I probably gathered this skirt panel probably like 5 times, and the thread kept getting caught, and so I had to undo it so many times, and that made it get holes from my seam ripper, which was so frustrating. These are the sleeves. I ended up ironing them out first, and then I sewed right sides together, leaving the bottom open so that I could turn them right sides out again. And then something I did was I used the elastic from the fitted sheets for gathering the sleeves, and I love this hack. It's so simple and it makes it so much easier. You don't have to buy extra elastic. And so then I added a zipper into the back of her dress, which, if you know me, I hate zippers. I don't do them often, so usually I'll decide some other way to seal up the back of the dress. Then for the underlayer, I added bias tape to all the edging so it'll be more comfortable and so there'll be no frayed edges. Then it was time to add all the lace, which was my favorite part. I love lace. If you know me, everything has lace. It's the best part. And this made my childhood happy to see this. I then attached the underlayer of the skirt to the outer layer of the skirt by just a normal straight stitch. And then I attached the bodice to the skirt and basically repeated the whole process for my youngest daughter's dress by doing the bodice to the skirt and then adding the sleeves. I added some lace to the sleeves and to the neckline as well because I thought that would look really pretty. And my daughters and my youngest daughters, they look a little different because I decided in the long run not to gather my youngest child's sleeves and add as much lace to hers because I really liked the look of hers as it was coming along. And that was it. I also did my son's vest, so that'll be coming soon. And I hope you all enjoyed this video and stay for more. Bye!